All right, so world record session. When I woke up that day, I was feeling pretty good. Like I wasn't sore, and I had a very hard week of training, right? Because we're on our preparation towards the Olympic qualifiers, which are going to start in October in China. It's going to be the World Championship. But during this session, I had to work for over 6 hours, obviously on my business, just taking a bunch of calls, a bunch of important meetings, and organizing a bunch of stuff. And so I had a lot of work before this training session. And so when I arrived, like physically, I was feeling great, but like mentally, like, I wasn't like super hyped up. I actually was not hyped up at all. And I knew that, there was a big chance that if I felt great, I was going to attempt a world record. But you can see even now with like 50, 70 kilos, I wasn't moving like super fast. I wasn't moving, compared to other training sessions. Like you can see here, like muscle snatch with 70 kilos was like a little bit heavy. I was like, what the heck is going on? But that's the main lesson that I've learned during this session and during this week is you don't need to be hyped up all of the time. You don't need to be super motivated all of the time. In fact, it's something that I'm going to do less and less. I just want to be emotionless. I want to be at peace during my training sessions so I don't waste that much energy, because when you truly think about it, in a year, you might have like, 20 sessions per month multiplied by 12. I don't know how much that is. It's probably like, 240 to 300 training sessions every single year, approximately. And so if you're always like hyped up, super motivated, all of those things, like it's just, number one, it's just not realistic. And number two, like, all of the energy that goes away just from being hyped up and having like a bunch of caffeine in your system, like long term, it's not the best thing to do. Obviously, I still drink like my, 3 cups of coffee every single day because you cannot run a business and also, train super hard at the same time without caffeine, right? But you get my point. Here you can see me with 120 kilos and now here 130. I wasn't feeling the best, but once again, like I was emotionless, I was at peace. I wasn't like super hyped up. And so I just entered into flow state. And I saw this guy online, I don't know what's his name. He said, when you're super hyped up, you're super motivated, it's pretty hard to enter into flow state. The best way to actually enter into flow state is when you're just at peace, you're emotionless, you're like, you have a mission, you're like a soldier. And so I truly feel like you guys are going to see here, like at 150 or 160, I truly entered flow state. I was like super concentrated, super focused. And here you can see me. One guy asked me like on the comments on my Instagram video, does the guy who does the singlets, his name is Vintage Lift, does he sponsor you? Absolutely not. I just really like the singlet. You're going to see I'm going to put it on with like 160 or 170. I don't know if it's the sleeves or whatever it is, but I just truly feel great in the singlet. All right, so this is the day after the training session. Right now it's like 7:30 a.m. I'm very happy with how the training session went.
Afterwards, I had a lot of calls to take with a lot of my 322 members. And for those of you who don't know truly how the Olympic qualifiers are going to work, it's very, very simple. It's going to be five competitions where you need to total, and then they're going to take those five competitions, those five totals, and the top eight in the world who have the best accumulation of totals is going to go to the Olympic Games. Now, you have 10 competitions, or I think it was 9 or 11, something like this, where you can make a massive total, right? And so they're just going to take the five best totals. Now, you don't have to compete in every single competition, but you just need five big totals. And for me, in the 85 kilo category, it's going to be the most competitive one. So it's going to be somewhere between an average of 367 to 370, maybe even more, because just from the top of my head, I know 5 or 6 people, in my category that are already going to total more than 370 to 375. My category is full of world champions, Olympic champions, all of those things. And so I truly need to work hard to, get to that level. That 178 kilos from the blocks, was good, but it's just a good indicator that I can do 170 from the floor in a few weeks, maybe in a month. I'm going to a training camp in Turkey, so I'm going to try to do it there. I will try 167 or 170, we're going to see. But 170, 175 is going to be weights that I'm going to need to hit consistently during the whole entire quad towards LA 2028. And so it doesn't, that's why there wasn't like that much celebration or whatever when I hit the 170 double or 178, is because I'm truly like, trying to get just comfortable at those numbers because I need to hit them consistently. Now, before every single one of my sessions, I don't live in a national team or anything like that. I work at my office for 8 to 10 hours every single day because I started 322 method, and we have dozens and dozens and dozens of weightlifters that we help that are all over the age of 30, 40 years old. And we help them at 20, 30, 40 kilos to their total. So I'm on calls with them, I'm writing programs, I'm making videos, technical corrections, all of those things. And that takes me, at least 4 to 6 hours every single day with my clients. And then the other 3 to 4 hours, it's simply making videos on social media, responding to, people who want to join a 322 method, all of those things. We get over 125 demands every single month. Last month was absolutely crazy. I think we got over 200, but on average 125. It's 100% possible to become very good at weightlifting if you're like a good entrepreneur or like you're a high level employee. The only thing is that you need a training system that is adapted to your lifestyle. If I was training every single day, 2, 3 times per day, like all of these other guys in my category do, I will not be able to run a business. I will not be able to, even pay my bills or things like that. So it's very, very important. Like if you have the right training system, you can do both. You can even have a family and kids. We have, for example, Moy. He works over 10 hours every single day, and he still added 50 kilos to his total just by training 3 times per week. So it's absolutely possible. The only thing you need is number one, some extreme organization. Number two, some good coaching and a good training system. That's truly what you need. So if you actually want a training system that is truly custom to your lifestyle, custom to, your busy schedule, and you want to add 30 to 50 kilos to your total, just go click the link down below and book a consultation call with me, and I will see if you're a good fit for 322 method.